OF.
Emery, I forgot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, to be fair though, I also forget to do mischiefs. I'm so sorry, Emery. Uh-oh. Hold on, it's going over here. I'll remember this time. I'm so sorry. Tori! Hello. I can tell. Get me on the beach. I walk away. Nice. He flies on your fan art? He does. Alright, have a good sleep, Emery. Can I be back in an hour? Okay, I'll see you in an hour then. The song is like very good. Start. Afternoon. Hello, Wolfie. How are you? Hey, they really made it. I live upon and they obviously not. Just like my parents, before I was born. And we be just like my parents. Non-shits. But think about a daughter. You name her Gwendolyn. Your mama not mauled me. Oh my god, Simtastic, hello! What up, what up? We knitting again today. I'm trying to finish the washcloth I was working on yesterday so we can actually do the washcloth that, you know, says the F word on it. but it's fine. Oh my god, Will Wood. And when you're late 20s, I have been, and now I just lay down. That's what knitting, just a baby blanket. Oh, baby blanket. You know, I've never actually done any, like, baby clothes ever. So, like, never, like, I haven't done a baby blanket, baby sweater, nothing. Maybe just like my parents when I was young. And I may be just like my parents. The super chunky soft yarn. Oh my god. See, I don't work an office job, and like all of my friends are younger than me and probably won't be having kids, so no one in my life is gonna have babies, you know? Ed. That is totally fair. Yeah. This is a very ironic song to be listening to while talking about babies. Was there in the 80s. I was never that way. Oh my god, it's Dark God. Why do you stream at midnight? Bro, usually I stream later for you. Usually it's in the wee parts of the AM for you when I stream. I've been streaming earlier and everything for people, but it's like for you, so this is one exception. Fair enough. I actually really like knitting stuff for people. Although no one in my life. Twitch, here's some ads. Oh. Darn, I was just saying that no one in my life is having, like, kids. I'm crying. I'm so sorry. Oh god. I'm so sorry. I didn't qualify for the tournament? No! Oh my god, Dargon, I'm so sorry. That sucks. Dun 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 dun. All together. You down to my headstone. That is assuming that I die first. No, never. And then I don't go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your name is the same color as the chat background for me. It's the same for me, Tori. We were talking about this yesterday, I think. They must hide in the shadows. Alright. I forgot that that song is very long. Alright. No, 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 no. I think we should listen to a song of Will Wood going absolutely effing feral. Alright, here we go. Hello. How are we doing? 6:20 p.m. something here. That's fair. Yeah, it's like 3:30ish. Like this is like the earlier time. This is the earlier time. Because I'm changing my schedule because I'm going to work. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Which means I'm gonna. It's only 3. Yeah, Wolfie and I are in the same time job. Fit check. I can do a fit check. Hold on. Let me put the thing down. It's all about me. And I wrote the book about writing the book of those who don't do it by it. Alright, here, fit check, fit check. Oh, shoot. We're okay. Nothing broke. Alright, we have Magnus Archives sweater. It has an apple with teeth in it. I don't know if that's too shiny. Yeah, it has an apple and there's teeth in it. And then all the scientific names for the teeth, which are reversed because my camera's reversed, but they're there. And then we have some red shorts. We have some leggings and some socks. And I was wearing this earlier, but it's warm in my room, so we have this is touching the floor now. But it's warm in my room, and that's really warm. So that's what we're wearing today. Yeah, Magnus Archives, very good, very good. The teeth apple. Oh, Tara, I'm glad you finally got your package. I really thought it was gonna bounce between customs forever. I did, I showed it off on stream yesterday. The Among Us are right here. So there's blue Among Us, and there's orange Among Us. I didn't read the note or anything on stream, I just showed the stickers and the Among Us, and the eye ribbons, which are here. The teeth apple. Very good, very evil, yes. Magician's robe, yeah, I knitted that. My mom really likes it. I think she wants me to make her one, but she hasn't said that, so I haven't yet, but like, we'll get there eventually. You know, I did knit her something, and she doesn't wear it. You know? You know? You know? I have a silk screaming opossum robe. What does that even mean? Did you see the thing about the Among Us? How you got it in a blind bag? Okay, maybe. The red, hold on. And red Among Us. Ah, I feel sick. Dark God. If you feel sick, go take care of yourself. Wait, it's not just figure? Oh no. What does that mean? What else does it do? Tori, what else does it do? Hold on. I figured it out. Guys, oh my god. Guys, oh my god. It's a stamp. We tell no one. Anyone who wasn't here doesn't know. Shh. They don't know. They don't know. I'm gonna trick my friends when they come over. They don't know. I'm the main character, and you have to like me. No one knows. No one knows. No one knows. We don't talk about it. No one knows. I lost my spot. F me. Six, seven. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1. I got it. We're good. How to get canceled. Post Among Us content. How would that get you canceled? Explain. Because honestly, Among Us is a really popular game that a lot of people have been playing. You know? Took me 10 minutes to figure that out. I dropped it and I thought it broke. Oh no. Well, see, the thing is, my dad and I actually thought it was a magnet, that they were magnet, because they're like quite like heavy at the bottom. And then I was like, oh, maybe this is just like a thing so that it just like stays, you know? Post a link to the fabric design for the robe and off topic in Discord. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, Discord is opening up. Guys, my friend has messaged me. More Wildwood. The live version of Cicadia Days. Very good. Hold on. My friend has messaged me. Business. Uh-oh. Ain't to lose this much. Hold on, we're going to off topic. And you name, you know you take more than my love. Hold on, okay, I'm looking at this. Oh my god, I love that. That's wonderful. I love that. I love that a lot. That's awesome. People are messaging me, what the F? Oh. We're okay, we're okay. Oh my god, it's Huffle. Okay, there's an international news I found out about through one of my Discord friends. Brazil has done an oh, that's that is very much a lot, and I don't know anything about it, so thus I have no opinions. Makes me crack when I wear it around. My roommate just have to deal with it. No, that's awesome. No, Huffle, I know what the authoritarian, I know what that word means. Huffle, think critically. We're gonna think critically today, okay? Here's thinking critically. Here it is. Here's the thing critical, okay? You go into a live chat and you go, hey, here is current news that is happening that can be very controversial. Anyway. So I wake up. Oh no, it feels inhumane to lose this much. Oh, and her backpacks fade to white. Now I give up. Oh, in other news, I'm sure it's because my friend might just poof from the internet. That's fair. That's like the type of thing where you totally don't get your friend to download on VPN and use it. Or get messaging apps that are not connected to any government and use them. Yeah, definitely not use VPN. Yeah. Yeah, and definitely don't use, like, the, like, many chat apps that are used for people to organize protests or anything that have, like, super good security on them so they don't get hacked by governments and, don't get shut down because they're not popular enough. Like, Discord would be popular enough to, like, shut down. Definitely not. Yeah, definitely none of those things. Anyway. Those exist? Oh boy, Huffle. Oh boy, do they. Anyway. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, Huffle. Do some research on it. Definitely do some research on it. But definitely a VPN. VPN would probably be the first thing. That would be the, like, allegedly. Allegedly they exist. Anyway. As something else that I totally don't have an opinion on, that I'm gonna be talking about, that I would talk about on stream. You know when, like, Hong Kong had a bunch of protests? You know, like around 2020 and before that? They would do stuff like that. Allegedly. And I don't have an opinion about it. Definitely. Real. Yeah, and there's some free VPNs. You don't have to actually get one that's like a paid one. Yeah. Allegedly. You know, there's ways. There's ways. Ending of your life, don't say when your heart can't say you're dead. You heard the news that you're dead. Anyway. I'm finishing off the washcloth I was doing last night. The eyes are, like, not great. They don't really look like eyes, and I can't tell if it's because the pattern is, like, it's too small. Like, there's not enough. Yeah, there you go. Free BBN. Usually the free BBNs are usually so that, like, apps that kind of, like, track your location don't know where you are, rather than, like, for instance, you're trying to log into Netflix on a British account, like, and then you get different shows. Like, the free ones don't really work for that very well, but if you're trying to make it seem like you're in a different location, then that's, like, kind of, like, the free ones are pretty good. Mostly so that, like, your apps don't, like, use a locator. Yeah. There's no proof that this happened, but people speculate that it did. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Just a joke. And why are we laughing? Just a joke. I thought someone was about to come into my room. I could, like, hear them and then they left. Dead. Oh. Thank you, headphones. That was super cool of you. There's, like, 3 settings on my headphones. One is, like where it, like, cuts out the ambient sound. The other one, it lets you hear it. So, like, I can hear myself speaking, basically. Which makes it so that I don't, like, talk too loudly. And then there's noise canceling, which means that, like, I can't hear anything except for the music. And it just automatically did noise canceling. And I was like, why am I so quiet through my headset? What is happening? It's fine. It is fine. Oh, okay, actually, since there's actually, like, a decent amount of people that watch me, I'm going to say, I've said this a few times before, but, like, it is, like, this is my actual plan now. I'm gonna be changing my streaming schedule, where I used to stream, uh-oh. No! Water got on my knitting pattern. Oh well. I'm gonna make it so that during the week, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm no longer gonna be streaming. I used to stream, like, almost every single day, except for, like, usually it's Sundays and Wednesdays. It would kind of, like, change whatever it was. So I'm gonna be, like, not streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that I can work on other stuff, so that I can have that designated time after work to work on other stuff. For instance, like, writing the podcast, working on Genetically Neon, working on my ARG, that type of stuff, so I have, like, that time. And then Thursday is still gonna be spooky day. Yanko, hello! Imagine having something else to do other than streaming. I know, right? Wouldn't that be just nice if I could just... Genuinely, if the only thing I had to do was stream, like, I didn't have a full-time job, and I wasn't, like, creating anything else, I would probably be one of those streamers that just go live for, like, 8 to, like, 10 hours a day. Because, like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, that's probably what I would do. Okay, I would definitely take breaks. Like, every, like, 2 hours, maybe. Take, like, a 15-minute break. There's some streamers that don't. Like, I sometimes watch, like, Foolish Gamers. And Foolish does that, where he streams, like, 8 to 10 hours, like, every single day, because he's a crazy person. But he just doesn't leave. Like, not even to go to the bathroom. He just sits in his chair. And, like, talks for 10 hours to people. And I'm like, my dude, like, at least, like, get up, please? Take a break from streaming so you can vlog for your YouTube channel. Bro, you know what I have that I actually want to start using this year? Okay, I got this for Christmas last year, and I haven't had the chance to use it. But look at this thing. It's a little gimbal. So you put your phone in this, and it's like a little... It's not charged right now, so it's... You know? But, like... But I want to use it this year. So I need to... Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Am I going to be able to put this back? Yeah. Got it. Right? It's nice, right? I thought about starting to stream for knitting / cooking, but I worried about being hyper-fixated. Like, as in, like, you won't, like, be able to talk to chat, or you will get distracted by talking to chat. Because, you know. Right? It's nice, right? But I have to figure out, like, situations where, like, I can actually use it. Because obviously it's very much for vlogs or taking videos and everything like that. So obviously, like anime conventions, like conventions that I go to, that would be a good place to use it. That's obviously one. But anything that's like a really high physical activity, like running around or anything like that, if my friends and I were to do that, that now would be a great place to do it. And there's some people that just, some places it just feels awkward to do it. So like, let's say me and my friends go climbing. Filming your friends climbing is one thing, but if you bring like a whole effing gimbal, people are going to be like, who the F did these people think they are? You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of difficult to use it last year now, isn't it? It was, yeah. Like, basically, yeah, like last year there was no conventions to go to. I wasn't really seeing my friends too much. But then again, there was some places I could have used it. Want to hear something off topic? Yes, always. You guys, welcome to my vlog. Today we are joining a funeral. No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I mess up here? Hold on. I think I messed up. Hold on. What the F? When did I mess up? Older to cry on, but I digress. Wait. Pearlnet, 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 pearl. God dang it, I messed up a while ago. Okay, hold on. My friend likes to eat cornstarch. Hit that like button and subscribe button like nails in her coffin, guys. Eh. Oh my god. Oh no. See, here's the thing. This song is great. It's called, I think it's just called Arms Race. Oh, this isn't Scene, it's an arm race. You didn't mess up. You didn't mess up if no one noticed. Fair. But I will notice. I'm keeping this one, and I will know. Feels like lying to the world. Oh my god, Yanko. Oh my god. Fantastic. What would you like? Okay, you talked about streaming. What would you get hyper fixated on? Like the knitting itself and wouldn't talk, or like be talking it that distracted and not knit? Because like if you want to start streaming, you should. I encourage you to. It's very fun. It's very fun and very cool. Yes. You should. There needs to be more makers and crafters streamers. Oh my god, guys, I figured out where I messed up. Boys in the dance floor didn't love, and all the girls move fast enough. Sing, when your loans give out. Listen, I've been crafting for a long time and I just ignore these things. Fair enough. On the eyes on the stream, they just be going left, right, left, right. Yeah. They go left, right, and then they blink. Deceive me, deceive the world. It's a hobby in itself to learn the thing, so I worry I'd spiral on about doing the thing and not actually doing it. Oh. I mean, now this is gonna be from someone who's been doing social media things for a while and observing other people doing social media for a while. If you make that kind of like your brand, so like if you're the type of person that's like, I'm gonna be knitting this thing and I am teaching myself something new, and you are also teaching chat at the same time, people won't be as annoyed about it as you think they will. Like, because that's just how it be. You know? Okay. Guys, hold on. Okay, you guys can see the knitting. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, if you want to start streaming, you should start streaming. It's very good. I actually, a while ago I said this, and like, it's still definitely a goal. I just don't know how realistic of a goal it is. Now. But basically, it was around the time that the streamers were having last year, so there's like, we'd be on the struggle bus together. Yes. It was, yeah, around the streamy times last year. So streamies are Twitch awards. So like there's categories like Minecraft, just chatting, CS:GO I think is a category. And like it's a bunch of like the really, really popular categories. And they give out awards to like the top streamers of those categories. And I found it really, really interesting that art had a streamy, but makers and crafters didn't. And it's because there's not actually a lot of makers and crafting streamers. Like, there's no one that I know of, excuse me, there's no one that I know of that got to partner by just being a makers and crafting streamer. Like, there's no one that's like I'm a makers and crafting streamer and I got to partner, and every time I go live I have like 100 people watching. Like, that's just simply not a thing. And so I said this like almost a year ago now, where I was like, okay, in the next 5 years, I want to make it so that the makers and crafting section is like a viable section to get a streaming award. It doesn't necessarily mean that I want a streaming award. I do, but like that, like it's like a viable category. Because there's so many things you could do in this category. Like obviously there's knitting and crochet, but there's a bunch of like, a lot of people will do figurine building or keyboard building. Cosplay would be a huge category in here. People just don't realize it exists and don't use it when they're doing stuff, and they usually just choose to do just chatting, which is what I did for a while. I just did just chatting. But yeah. So I have Bachelor's of Fine Art in certain magic and art history and crafting is always shown as a very specific bag, mostly women work, or yeah, it is, it's true. Yeah, actually, there's a person I follow on TikTok who does bobbin lace. She's actually the reason why I even know what bobbin lace is. And she was talking about how that a lot of industries that were woman-dominated, like bobbin lace, are often considered like a lesser craft than what, say, a POC. It means a person of color. So basically anyone who's not white. Yeah. It's like, because like basically because if you consider, it just basically means anyone who's not white. Yeah, that's basically the whole thing. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, it is very interesting, and um like if you know me, you know that I knit because I knit like a lot, but I feel like the first impression that people get of me, is that I wouldn't want to do something that would be considered feminine like that, because a lot of the things I do are very considered like masculine and everything like that. Like I lean more on the masculine side of like non-binary titles, but like, but it's fun. I don't know. It's a wild thing on what is considered art slash high art or praised so much. Exactly, yeah. For instance, like painting and all sort of stuff is considered like high art or fine art, and they're valued very highly. Because for the majority of history, like it was mostly men who were doing that. I would even say like you could even like do like even more modern takes, like for instance, if you have a video game that has a cutesy art style, it's considered less of a game than a video game that has like super high res graphics, even though one probably took more art prowess than the other. You know? Because I don't know. I would like, yeah. Like, because I would consider like something like, for instance, like I've never played Stardew Valley. It's like, see, the thing is that I don't actually like those types of games. Like I don't really like the type of games that are like a lot of resource management and the whole point is that they're a comfort game. Like I personally don't like those games. But like I can definitely look at Stardew Valley and be like, yeah, it's a pretty art style. Versus something like even something like that's a good game that I thought was a really good game, like Doom Eternal. Like I thought that was a great game. Would I say it's like an artistic masterpiece? Like besides the music, because the music is great. It has cool character design, I guess. Although Doom Eternal's music is like baller. I could turn this down a little bit. Like, there is that. It's a good game. Welcome back. You're like story game in particular, I believe. I do. Yeah. The types of games I like are very, very story driven. The less gameplay I have to do, the better, honestly. Unless it's a puzzle game. I really like puzzle games. So like we have games like a lot of visual novels. I don't know, like the type of games that Telltale used to make are pretty good as well. And then puzzle games, so like Portal and Cube. I forgot that we never played Cube 2. We should play Cube 2, because Cube was a very interesting game. But I think I might have to replay Cube 1. And I remember I played Cube, and I have the director's cut of Cube, so we can play the director's cut. What about deck builder or roguelike games? Oh, what do you mean by that? What are rogue games? Role-playing computer game traditionally categorized by dungeon crawl through particularly generated levels, turn-based gameplay grind. No, definitely not. I don't think so. Ooh, okay. Okay, so like RPG stuff. Okay, yeah. Not really. You remember the horror movie Cube? I don't actually watch horror movies. I like Stardew, puzzle, and slice of life games. I don't know what Eastward would be considered, but that one is my newest fascination. Bro, no way. I actually recently bought that game. Eastward was is one of the games that I plan on playing after Steins Gate Zero. I recently bought that game. I think it's considered just a story-rich, like, action game. You know Slay the Spire? No. No, I don't. Not really RPG, it's just like, but you can build your decks along the way. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, it's really funny because, like, a lot of resource management games, I don't like very much. So, like, which is funny because I do play a lot of Minecraft. But the thing is that I cannot play Minecraft by myself. Like it gets boring really quickly. The only time I was able to was when I was playing the Better MC mod, and that's because there was so much stuff to look at. And there still pretty much is. But other than that, like, I really need other people to be on a server with me. Otherwise, I just don't care. I don't know, man. It's so beautiful. It looks pretty. Like, the reason why I bought it was because I was like, huh, this has, like, a pretty, like, nice style. Has, like, an overwhelmingly positive thing. It was on sale. So yeah, there's Eastward was, like, the game I'm gonna play. But then also, Road Wanderer. Oh, like, maybe Resource Management. Maybe you would like, No, I don't like Resource Management. I don't like it at all. Like, the more it's just a story, the better. So, like, Life is Strange is a really good one. So, yeah. So, Life is Strange, yeah, basically the more that I am playing a movie, the better it is. And, like, it's nothing against, like, the games being, bad or anything like that. It's just that I just lose interest, like, really fast if it's like that. Like, there's some exceptions, like, The Last of Us. It has a really, really good story in it, but there is some resource managing, you're fighting and everything like that. Games like, specifically Resident Evil 7, because it's mostly just a story. Yeah. PC version of Stardew has a lot of cheats to make it less tedious. That is how my sister plays it. Oh, fair enough. The more they can just push a button, the better. Actually, though. Like, you're joking, but, like, real. The more it's just me pressing a button, it's pretty good. That's why I play visual novels. Because that's what they are. They're just visual novels. The only exception is puzzle games. Like, puzzle games are, like Portal? Fantastic game. Like, the puzzle game doesn't even have to have a story. And I would still play it because I really like puzzles. For the faint, the dry. Like, oh my god, actually, there's a puzzle game that I've been wanting. Monkey Island? Ooh, I don't know what that is. What is Monkey Island? Game. This looks like a child's game. I've definitely heard of this. What is it, though? Oh, it's a story puzzle game. Okay, fair enough. Oh, did you ever play Dr. Layton? No, I haven't. Hold on, I need to write these games down. Is it Professor in some of my favorite puzzle games? Oh, Professor Layton. Point and click adventure. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, like, shoot, what was the... There's a game that I've been wanting to replay, because I played it when it came out, and I played it for, like, quite a bit, and it wasn't on, like, it wasn't on stream or anything like that. It was before I was streaming. It's called the Talos Principle, and it's very eerie. I remember it being a very, very eerie puzzle game, where you're playing as a robot, but you don't know you're a robot. And, like, you're going through this, like, really eerie facility. Like, it doesn't look like a facility, but it clearly is because of, like, how everything is set up. And it's clearly, like, there's clearly, like, different endings. And, like, one of the endings is definitely, like, oh, you just continue following the voice that's, like, telling you what to do. And then the other one is, like, you try to escape. You might like Sprite Fair. Ooh, I'll go look it up. Oh, I also have a question for you guys. Spirit? Is it Spirit? Oh, Spirit. Okay, well, I wrote it down right. It's fine. It's fine, guys. I wrote it down right. Okay, I do have a question for you guys. I asked a few people already, but I need things for a 2023 bingo card. So if you guys have any good suggestion for a 2023 bingo card, I would like them. I wrote down a new one that I thought was pretty funny. If you guys are on TikTok, have you guys seen that guy that's like making like real life? What would be examples? Okay, here's some examples. Twitter is replaced. Tommy Innit moves to the US. Rambo does a face reveal. The 2016 clowns come back. Last of Us 3 gets announced. Someone makes it to the top 100 on Twitch in less than a year. And then my favorite so far, the FNAF dude that's making like the FNAF monsters gets seriously injured by one of the animatronics. Half-Life 3 gets announced. That's some wishful thinking right there. I used to do bingo for tattoo designs. I'd see at craft shows. Elon becomes president. I don't want to manifest that. You get a Streamy award. Oh my god, fantastic. Oh my god. It's fantastic. Okay, I asked one of my friends, named Cakebird, what their goal for 2023 is. And it turns out they don't really do like New Year's goals, which is fine. But so jokingly, they said, "Oh, I'm gonna get you to partner." And I was like, "Okay, Cakebird, if you're gonna get me to partner, then my 2023 goal is to get you to 100,000 subs on YouTube." And they were like, and I was like, they're equally possible. And it's like, and they were like, I don't know if I should be insulted or not. And I'm just like, exactly. Oh my god. There is a rule. The rule is that it's something I can't have any control over. So, like, technically, me getting a streaming award would be, like, something I have control over. So it doesn't count, unfortunately. But it's a little bit funny. Yeah, like, I can't put, like, it would, I think it would, like, sorry, let me, like, buffer my brain a little bit. Tom Holland proposes. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. It rains and it pours when you're out on your own. You can match on the couch if I... Alright, we are here. Wait. No, he did that already? Did he? I wouldn't know. I simply wouldn't know. Oh, you know what'd be a good one? MCR releases a new album. And then same with Fall Out Boy. I want that to happen. There's been teases. you know? Hopefully. But these vampires. Yeah, it is a little bit difficult, the things. But shoot, I was gonna say something funny. Oh yeah, like the thing about like not doing stuff that I kind of have control over. So like I feel like putting something like, for instance, like the podcast that I'm working on like wins an award and something um would be like technically something I could put on there, but it would just be sad if I looked at that at the end of the year and was like, oh well, that didn't happen, you know? Nope, it didn't happen. It was clickbait. Oh, excellent. That means it can go on my bingo card. Tom Holland is like one of the only like celebrities I like kind of like get news about, so that's a good one. Yeah, the other people I kind of get like news about are like streamers. But you did put an effort into it, and that is all that matters, awards or not. We definitely have. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's ending this year. It's ending soon. Which is kind of scary. Like, it has, like... Your podcast? Yeah. Like, like, the story's almost over. So, like, it's ending in August. What are you gonna do after? Hopefully genetically neon. Hopefully. That would be the ideal. Yeah, sorry. So, Syntastic, I have been, me and my friends, this is gonna sound like like showing off. Like, okay, so me and my friends, me and three of my friends, co-founded a production company. It's called Lantern Zora, and we produce a podcast and also a short horror film that won an award. So that was cool. And we've been working on this podcast for almost two. Well, we've been working on it for 2 years. It has been being released for like a year and a half. So it ends in August ish. It has 30 episodes out, and there's like 40 to 50-ish episodes planned. Yeah, that. That's the podcast. Another one, there is like other podcasts in the works, but like they're not my podcasts. They're like other people are writing them. So it's not, yeah. Yee, that's the podcast. Yeah, oh god. I co-write it with the other co-writer, whose name is Dragon. And then I voice act Tick, who is one of the main characters, and I soundscape edit the podcast. So I put on the sound effects into it. It's super cool. Thank you. We try our best. Oh my god. Oh, we really try our best, man. One for me is you, and you for me. It has been definitely a trip. For sure. And hopefully soon we have it so that we can actually, like, watch the horror film. I'm having so much trouble with this right now. Oh my god. I got it. We're fine. For how we tossed the dice, it had to be. I'm okay. This is fine. Yeah, so hopefully after that I can work on Genetically Neon, while Dragon works on the stuff he's working on. Ninja's also working on something completely different that, like, I am not the love to talk about. But, you know. I've been figuring out a podcast slash possible streaming thing about bookish things, but work life gets in the way. Yeah, it is, like, quite difficult. I'm pretty lucky because I live at home. So I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff that generally people my age have to worry about. Um so like cooking for myself. I literally cook once a week, you know? I don't have to go buy groceries, and I don't have to worry about bills and all that sort of stuff. So like yeah, It's a great advantage. Thank you. I try to use it like as the advantage it is. The business VC's been busy. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, to be fair, we have a completely different server for Lantern Zora stuff. Uh, but yeah. The business VC generally is for when people are editing YouTube videos. Usually. Yeah. It is a good advantage. I'm very like grateful for it because otherwise like there's no way. There's no way I would even be able to like just do the podcast that I've been doing. Oh my god. It's okay. I got it. We're fine. Sometimes, guys, sometimes I just don't know how to purl, and it's awful. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. I try my best. Oh my god. But then there's also like there's so much stuff that I just want to do, you know? Like there's just so much stuff. Um like I run a Minecraft server that's like a story-based Minecraft server. Same? Yeah, I know. And it's hard, right? Because you're just like, "Oh my god, there's so much stuff that I just want to do." And then you have to wake up in the morning and go to work. You're like, "God dang it." She ain't in town, you overthink it. Just do what I say. This song goes hard. Um, yeah. Like I have to go back to work. I've been off for 2 weeks for like the holidays, and I purposely uh chose to have like the first week of January off because I thought that would be really nice. And it was. It's been very nice. Um the water's also been turned off at my work. So it's not like I would have had work anyway. So that kind of sucks. But the water is definitely going to be turned on tomorrow because it's been raining and it's not that cold. Yeah, I'm going for my master's at the moment. I'm too really makes. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, but master's in what? Bro, that's awesome. Yeah, vacation time is A plus. Oh my god, it's been so good. See, like I don't have a degree. I dropped out of university. They yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Library science. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. I hate academics. I gotta do in order to get the jobs I need. So what job are you like going for then? I'm assuming if you're doing a library science, you want to become a librarian, but like if you're doing your master's, do you want to be like a university librarian? Is that how that works? I would assume that's how that works, but I do not know. Librarian is the backup plan for me, if this content creation thing doesn't work out. Uh, you know? But like, I would want to be a high school librarian, because I think that would be fun. High school kids are just very funny, you know? They're just very funny. Ba, 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 da. Ooh, I'm dying. Reasoning for thinking I've got rabies or something. Librarian. I work in an academic library now, but without a master's degree. At least in the U.S., you can't do much more than library assistant work. Bro, that's I went to university to do that. Um, and then I dropped out of that, and I decided I wanted to do uh like video game instead, and then I didn't get the grades I needed to be in the coding part of that, and then I was like, F it, I'll just do a writing degree, like an art and visual arts like double major, and then they didn't accept my portfolio, so I couldn't continue. F them, I guess. Do they have a podcast? No. Me and my 1 year of writing classes. Look into community colleges. They might have high school slash early college programs that are on campus so you can get college and high schoolers. Yeah. So high library idea. Yeah, yeah. I told my mom that I wasn't like a high school library idea. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I told my mom that was kind of like plan B. And my mom was like, "Oh, there's like a 6 month course that you can take where you can take the 6 months course and then you can work in like a high school library." Because apparently, like, high school librarian around here specifically is like not a position that people want. I'm lurking while at work. Excellent, Mushroom. I hope you have a good time at work. I don't know why. I think people just hate high school. Like, I hate being in high schools because like teachers and EAs are also really hard to find for high schools. And like high schoolers are like the coolest people to talk to because you're like what do you want to do when you grow up, and then they will just tell you like the wackest thing. Like they will be like, oh, I want to do this and this is the course I have to take and this is and you're just like, bro, like when you do that, come back and I want to know, why do you need a course to be in a library? You need to so I used to work as a page, so the person who put the books away. But basically you need to know how things are organized and why they're organized that way. You need to know how the system works. It's also a government job, so you need the higher education to have a government job. You also need to be bilingual here in Canada to get a job like that. Um, and yeah. And obviously for like high school, it's less. So like yeah, so for like a high school, like it taking 6 months makes sense. I don't think it's like a full 8 hour course. I think it's like it's for people who already have a job, and you go there like after work, and it's like 4 hours for 6 months. So it's like spread out a little bit more. So I feel like there's an intensive program that you could probably take that would be less time, but then you wouldn't be able to have a job at the same time. My high schoolers on campus, they're funny, right? They're so funny. You know how to organize books, reference, database, electronic libraries, yeah. And like, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you need. You need to be able to like, you need to know everything. You need to know where, like, you need to know like the Dewey Decimal System. You need to know what that is and like how it works and where things go and where people can find stuff. And you need to be able to help people with other things too, because libraries are community spaces. So you need to be able to help people send emails, use the printer, fax machines. Like usually they're also places where people learn how to make resumes, how to make cover letters, like all that sort of stuff. Like it is like it's a community space where people like learn how to do things. So you also need to know how to do those things. Also program reading literacy. I have to like so I'm dyslexic, so I'm just gonna have to bowl my way through that one. I don't know, in high school it can be cool, but most are rude and are cringe. Yeah, that's fair. The high school that I would want to work at would be my old high school. And obviously I'm not gonna say where that is or anything like that. Um, but my old high school was very much an art school. Like it had like a ridiculous trades program. Ridiculously like it was like really well funded in science and in art, really good music program, had a really good sewing program, like a lot of stuff. And like, yeah, the kids there like obviously could have been like kind of like but they were like they're given like so much opportunity at that school that a lot of people find what they want to do. I literally was looking up where you can get trained, and then you said bilingual, and I'm like, oop, never mind. I think you do. You can look, like, check if you do. I'm just pretty sure you do. Um, I think it helps. I'm not bilingual, unfortunately. Yeah, just because Canada like is um Could be regionally. Could be. But I live on the West Coast, and where everyone who's like really, really French speaking lives on the East Coast, and even still, you still need to a lot of government jobs you need to be bilingual. But then again, maybe not. My friend works for the government, and I don't know if he didn't get his double dogwood. He can kind of speak French, but he definitely didn't do French immersion, and he works for the government. So who the f knows? Like in Chicago, the Chinatown Library prefers someone who can speak Chinese and English. That's fair. Yeah, it's just because like the U.S. actually doesn't have an official language. Um, English is not your official language, by the way. You guys just don't have one. But Canada does. Canada has like English and French are their official languages. So usually you need to know both of them to get higher jobs. No way. Are you saying no way that U.S. does not have an official language, or no way that Canada is English and French? Yeah, it's weird, right? Like you guys don't have like the US does not have an official language. Um I know that sounds really weird. Because obviously a lot of things are in French or in Spanish, but yeah, we skipped that part. Like obviously everything is um like in English because that is the majority speaking. But it's not like official anywhere. And I think that was like that was a strategy. Like that was like it was like purposely like that so that people would immigrate there. Um, but I don't know. How come so many legal documents are in English then? I think you can request them in any language. Um, yeah, because I think like one of the things with if you want to be an immigrant into the US, um, unlike in Canada, you don't have to be really good at reading English. So like if you were to immigrate to Canada, you have to be a like if you want to be like an immigrant to Canada, you have to be able to speak fluently in English or in French. Um whereas in America I don't think you need to. You just I'm pretty sure. Like I know that like for instance, if I wanted to get my mom's Italian, so I can register for an Italian citizenship, but you have to be able to speak Italian to do that. So I would assume the other is true as well. And I think it's if you want to become a Canadian citizen, not if you want to immigrate here, which is different. You can request legal documentation in another language. Yeah, yeah. I think you can in Canada as well, but like they would like it if you just if you just know English or French, unfortunately. Someone who job shadows in the DMV, you can request legal documentation in Spanish, at least. I'm not sure about others. Yeah, that would make sense. Because I know that I feel like I know that the population in Canada has a lot of people who are from China and Japan as well. And I feel like you can request those languages with legal documents. You can request it in Chinese or in Japanese, but I don't know because I've never tried. There are loopholes ish, like my Gramps was a dual citizen US Canada, he sponsored others. Oh, yay, yeah. Yeah, like my dad's French Canadian, so that's why I know French as well. But my mom is Italian. And so it'd be kind of cool to like get an Italian citizenship because if you get an Italian citizenship, you have a European citizenship, okay? Which means that you can work anywhere in Europe. Now, and then here's the other thing. Because I'm Canadian, I would have a Canadian citizenship as well. I'm part of the Commonwealth, and they're trying to make a thing where um if you're part of the Commonwealth, so that's like Australia, the UK, Canada, and a few others, right? Then you can work in any of the other Commonwealth countries, which means that I would be able to work all of Europe and the UK. Quebec French or French French? Quebec French. Very Quebec French. Very Quebecois. Oh boy. I know in certain places they will usually just keep documentation in the majority spoken language. So for the city, yeah, no, that's fair. You too, even after Brexit, for different reasons. Like here's the thing. So if I get a European passport, I could work anywhere in Europe. But because I'm a Canadian, they're trying to make it so that anyone in the Commonwealth. So it'd be like for two sort of things. So because I'm Canadian, I could work anywhere that's in a Commonwealth country. So like Australia or the UK. But then also because of, if I got the Italian citizenship, then I'd be able to work anywhere in Europe, which would be pretty dope. I would love to work in the UK. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know, like I think it would be kind of scary to go anywhere in Europe because if I don't know how to speak the language, then it would be kind of scary to be there. But the UK, obviously, I speak the language. I could probably pull off France, at least a little bit. But people in France, that's a lot of places to go. I know. You can hear their French with channel points. It's very Quebecois French. So now you just need to go find a way for Africa and the rest of Asia. Yup. I mean, like, you can just, at that point, you could just get a work visa to go to those places. But I don't know. Almost everyone speaks English here, at least if you don't go to small villages. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, traveling kind of stresses me out though. Like I love being in different places. But the actual like a lot of the like actual traveling bits kind of freak me out. Like not the Actually it's not true. The transit is fine. It's how do I explain this? I guess being in a new environment is like kind of freaks me out. No, I actually do like the transit. Like planes are fine, but the airport isn't. Does that make sense? Like the airport sucks. The plane is fine. Um, yeah, no, it does. Yeah. Like the bus does not freak me out. The bus stop does. I'm anxious until I'm there and can assess. Yeah. Um, Getting to the hotel or the Airbnb, but not the Airbnb. Is organization, the stress, and everything else. Yeah. It's one that works in an airport. Yeah. Yeah, like it's that part. Like the plane itself is fine. Getting off the plane is fine. Actually, it's getting on the plane. Um, or getting on the bus or anything like that. Checking in, checking out is fine. Um, yeah. But then also like this kind of sucks. Like I have a lot of like food fear stuff. So like going to an entirely new country where I have like no restaurants that I deemed safe would kind of suck because obviously I would have to find a bunch of places where I could like see the banana. Not that type of food fear. It's very like I don't know. If parts are hard to yeah. Liminal space. Real. They really are though. Um, I've been, oh my god, the airport near me is not a very busy one, like it's a really small one, and it's like mostly empty when I go there. So like I have pictures of me and my sister in an airport where there was absolutely no one in it, and there was a lot of space. No one was there. And we were just sitting on like two couches, and it was like the scariest thing ever. And like depths in a row, it doesn't take a million to murder. It only takes a reason to kill. Um, yeah, I don't know. No, but the food fear thing is like basically like I don't trust a lot of food and it's based on absolutely F all. It's based completely on vibes. Um, but I also have a really high metabolism, which means I have to eat basically constantly. Otherwise, I will get very dizzy. Uh, so definitely if I were to go to another place, it would definitely be like I would have to go like a lot of grocery shopping so I can get like a bunch of fruits and stuff. Um It would be fine though. Like I feel like as long as I wasn't like served something like soup like too weird. Like for instance, like let's say in the UK, like I feel like if someone were to give me beans on toast in the UK, I wouldn't find it that weird because like even though I probably wouldn't like it maybe, the concept of like beans are like they're beans, right? And toast. And you're just putting them together. Like that's fine. It's like if someone gives me like a plate and I have no idea what's in it and I'm like maybe not. Never left my state. I have zero experience with traveling, which is probably why my main coping mechanisms are different types of escapism. Oh wow. I can't even imagine what it would be like to like stay in the exact same place. Try to find the devious dive bar from the local to get the food first. That's fair. Actually though, my parents and I used to go on a lot of road trips and stuff. And if we were like, oh, we need to get breakfast or lunch or whatever, and we usually didn't want to go to fast food places, obviously we did sometimes, but usually what we would do is we would see what diner had the most cars parked in front of it, especially truck drivers. Because we were like, they would know, you know? Um, and so you'd find some really good, like, diners that way. I was trying to find. Oh, sorry, Liz, you just didn't pass the vibe check, bro. It really do be like that. Like you're joking right now, but it really do be like that. Like I will look at food and my brain will be like, it doesn't pass the vibe check, and I'll be like, F. Airport's haunted. Yep. As someone who has worked in a diner or two, it checks out. Dude, like I don't know. Like I feel like if you're going by a bunch of diners and one of them has a bunch of like people who like go across like the country for a living, I feel like that might be the one to go to. You know? I also just really like the aesthetic of them. Like there's a diner around here. iMug. I know. Mischief got it for me. So Mischief, Spoons, and Cakebird, all of us, I think Cakebird, has this mug. It says eyes on it, but they're feathers. It's like there's a First Nation artist that did it, and so we all have matching mugs from this First Nations artist. Yeah, and Mischief, when they presented this to me, they were like, "This one's you, this red one. This one's Spoons, and this one's Mischief because it's purple." And then, yeah, so that's like kind of the thing. I think Liam might also have one as well. Mischief is slowly buying the entire friend group these mugs. But like I can't imagine leaving my state because if I had traveled to eat at a restaurant that's not my favorite, I think I just wouldn't eat because I legit can't eat mac and cheese unless it's the one brand. Yeah, fair enough. That's like kind of how I feel. I think I'm in my own iMug. Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. No, I get that. Yeah, like there's a place near me. It's a really great cafe. Oh my god, this cafe is so very good. And like it's a very like clean minimalist cafe. Like you go in there and everything is like white and gray, but it's a very good cafe. But I feel like if I were to go into a place like that anywhere else, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much I would trust it. Like, it's very clean. Like, it looks really clean and everything like that, so maybe. But then, like, there's some places that, like, I'd probably go into and be like, maybe not. But I don't know. I don't know. It really depends on what I'm eating as well. Like, I don't know. Like, for instance, like, the food that I get there, like, the one thing that I get, like, all the time there is this bean wrap. So it's a tortilla, and it has rice, potatoes, and black beans in it. It's really hard to F that up. You know? So I can understand the brand thing. It does take a lot of venturing out. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I were to go to the UK, I feel like I could definitely find some brands that'd be like, this is fine. Like, grocery shopping wise, it's mostly restaurants that actually freak me out more. I've had that wrap. It's so good. Like, it's like groceries don't freak me out as much. Like, different brands of food is kind of, it's whatever. It's restaurants mostly. Yeah. 24-hour greasy spoon diners will always be my fave. Yo. I get the usual egg and meat first. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, like going to a grocery store wouldn't freak me out at all. So I feel like if I were to ever travel to like Europe or whatever, it would definitely be like I would be bringing groceries to the hotel room, or it'd probably be an Airbnb. Like, let's be real. I'm not going to stay like for a month inside of a hotel room. I'm going to be going to an Airbnb. So it's definitely be like good place to gauge. Yeah, like I would just go to the grocery store. Like, why wouldn't I just go to the grocery store and get like a bunch of fruits and vegetables? Like, the electricity is buzzing so loud right now. Oh my god, Tori. Tori. So, you know how they say people with ADHD and like autism can like hear the electricity in the walls? Okay, so like I never could, right? Um, Even though like we're like 99% sure I probably have some form of ADHD. Who knows? Might be just the dyslexia. Apparently that's a weird neurodivergent thing. Anyways, the person is I couldn't hear the electricity in the walls, but my brother and sister can. And I was like, huh, that's really weird. I got my ears cleaned. Like a few months ago, I got my ears cleaned and I could hear the electricity in the walls. I didn't know you could do that. So, on one hand, it meant that my ears were blocked enough that I couldn't hear the electricity in the walls, which means I did have slight hearing loss. On the other hand, I didn't hear the electricity in the walls. And so now every time I don't hear the electricity in the walls, I have to be like, okay, am I going to live with the fact that I have slight hearing loss right now? So anyway, I'm having that same issue, Tori, while at working, it drives me. Yeah, it drives me nuts, yeah. Oh my god, did you pull a dragon? Well, no, like the thing is that like the first time I went was because my right ear was like completely blocked. Like I could not hear out of my right ear. And so I went to the doctor and they were like, "Yeah, your right ear, the canal that goes straight through it actually dips down, so your ear can't clean itself. So that's why it got blocked." And so he just cleaned both ears because I was there. Um and then a few months ago, like a few months passed, and in December actually, like this like last month, my left ear got completely blocked, like completely blocked, and I had to make an ear appointment at the ear place because the clinic is simply there was no way I was getting a clinic appointment because it is flu season and it's really hard to get a clinic appointment, which means I had to actually pay to get my ears cleaned this time, which kind of sucked, but oh well. But she like was cleaning out this ear and she was like, and she put like this thing in your ear to like see if like your eardrum like was moving, and it wasn't moving, and she was like, that's kind of weird. And and she was like, she cleaned it out again and it still wasn't moving, and she was like, that's not great. Hold on, we're switching this song. And then, she cleaned it and everything like that, and she figured it out. And she was just like, okay, it's moving now, so you don't have any hearing loss. And I was like, that's so cool. I'm glad I don't have hearing loss. It's really cool. But then that whole day, I was like, I can hear the buzzing in the walls. My boss said to me, not to use earplugs one day. What the F? The bees are in the walls. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad, Mushroom. We had 8-foot ceilings, and one of the 3 bulbs in the fan was starting to go out, and almost every time I hear the oh, that sucks. See, I had to stop using earbuds. So, like, I used to wear earbuds at work, so I'd be having one earbud in my ear, like, the entire day because I would listen to podcasts at work. And then I had to stop doing that because it pushes earwax into your ear, and my ear is stupid and doesn't clean itself. So I can't do that anymore. So that's why I have these here. I have these things. They like sit right here. So they're not in your ear, they just sit right here. And they transfer sound through the bone that's there. So there's a bone right here that goes into your ear. and so it transfers sound by vibrating that bone, basically, so it doesn't go on your ear, like in your ear. And I wear these at work because I can't wear headphones at work because this is a lot, but I can wear these, and so I did. So they're pretty cool. You can actually you can tell that I've been wearing these outside for like a long time because these, okay, so the inside is very, very pink. You can see that. And then the outside is not. And it's because it's being sun bleached because I work outside. Fun fact. I put a picture in general to Discord. Oh, the mug. Oh, that's super cool. Yo. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool. I really like that. Oh, that's really cool. She still thinks I'm crazy, but she doesn't yell at me for my earbuds. Oh, fair enough. I love both conductor headphones. I want them so bad. They're really good. Like, they're really good. Like, they're expensive, yes. But I've had those for 2 years now. They work pretty well. They work pretty well. Anyways, here is the eye washcloth. As you can see, the eyes didn't turn out that well. Like, you can't really tell their eyes, and I can't tell if it's because the pattern is too small or if the color is distracting. But, like, I mean, it's still a washcloth, so we're still gonna use it. It's over there now. Now, we get to... Still good? Yeah, it can still be used as a washcloth. It's all good. So this is what we're going to do now. I'm going to sit up in my chair. And then we're going to go to Ravelry. And we're going to look for a pattern for the F word one. Because I know it exists. I know it exists. I just don't know where. Now, hold on a second. I don't know what it's going to show when I log in, so hold on a second. No, we're good. We're fine. Okay. So we're going to go, right. Washcloths. And we're going to look through them. Because I know for a fact there is a washcloth that just says the F word on it. And I don't know where it is. Oh, wait, hold on. So there's this one that says F2020 on it. So, like, that's a vibe. I had a wild moment last night where I was looking into a Howl pentagram cardigan, but I hated all the options, so I guess I'm gonna frankenstein some different patterns. Yo! Guys, I found it. Oh, this is good. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Oh. I'm so glad that didn't take a lot of time. Okay. Free Ravelry download. Yes, I would like the PDF. Yes. The PDF. Oh my god. Wow, it really wants you to use 3.75mm needles, and I am just not going to do that. Okay. Oh, F. It's given me written pattern that I have to count. F me. Oh well. I guess I can read. I guess I'll read then. I do like some sweary washcloths. It's kind of funny. It's a little bit funny. Might be a reason because mobile app breaks randomly. Speaking of Discord, I did the likes and terms agreement thing and it won't let me send messages. I don't know what happened. I tried leaving and joining back, but I don't know. Into like specifically like the Discord, like my Discord or like Discord in general. Because if it's my Discord, what you have to do is you have to go to the top. There's like a thing that says port of entry. And then newcomers, welcome, and rules. Click on newcomers, and there's a question there, and you have to answer that question. And then it will give you access to the rest of the server. Um, the question is if you're over the age of 16. Because it's a 16 plus server. I'll double check and see, but thank you. Yeah. If that's not working, if that doesn't work, like you reacting it to doesn't work, then we'll figure out what's wrong. Okay. Guys, I have a basket of yarn. There's a lot of different colors in here. This is all cotton yarn, in different colors that I can make a washcloth out of because it's cotton. Yeah, this is not even like close to how much yarn I have. This is a small amount. This is a drop. Oh, stay on the phone. It is a lot to look at. On the phone, it is a lot to look at. Oh, like the Discord? Yeah, I know. It's because, okay, so like, the sun colors would be nice, but I think the ones that are multicolored might not show the F word a lot. So I'm thinking solid colors. So I have this color. I have a pink. I have blue. I have 2 blues, actually. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing about the Discord. Here's a disclaimer about the Discord. It's not my Discord. My friend made the Discord and then made me the leader of it because he thought it was funny. So it's not actually my Discord. It's a group of streamers. So it's like me and like 10 other people's Discord, and we're all a group of streamers. People just assume I'm the leader because that's what it says next to my name. And kind of how this Discord is gone is basically when people ask for a chat, we just add it. So people were like, hey, I would really like to have a place where I can put my art. And we were like, okay, here's an art thing. And then, so that's why there's a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's why there's a lot. Pink? Okay, well, the pink is in the other basket. It's like this color pink. I swear that's pink. It's not bright pink. I've seen worse, no worries. Genuinely, you could have been like, it's the worst Discord I've ever seen, and I would have just been like, lol, it's not mine. It is pink, I swear, it's pink. It's not purple. Oh my god, can you see it on this? Hold on. The light is too bright. Focus. That's 3-day-old hush beef? What the F? What the F? I didn't ask for this yarn slander today. Okay. Okay. I'll show you the other colors then. Dang it. I have blue. I have blue. And I have green. Did it work? Oh my god, Mushroom, did it work? I have a light. The light is like ham color. Alright, ham color it is. It's a little bit funny. Okay, this pattern is making me read pattern instructions and not a chart, so yes, thanks. I'll post my magic cards from yesterday. Oh, yes, excellent. Yeah, so the reason why also that exists, is because, so why it exists like that, where it says newcomers instead of it just being like in the welcome thing or whatever, is because basically we got to a point where we were growing as a community, and we kind of had to like have a discussion, be like, okay guys, like, people post like stuff in here that is like not like adult content, but definitely not something you would want like a 12-year-old to see and talk about. So we're like, okay guys, so we have to make sure that like small teenagers don't go into this Discord. How do we do that? Let's make them press a button. I'm sure that will stop absolutely no one. I'm sure we foiled them. But I think the idea there is that, like, if, like, someone who's 13 is like, F it, I'm going to go into this Discord anyway, then it's not our fault, it's theirs, so it's, you know. Boo, only charts. It's the most high-tech security. Yeah, the idea there is to basically be like, to basically be like, okay, guys, we're going to be talking about stuff that's for like 16 and up, just so we all are aware. Um, Also, like, if you say no to the 16 thing, you can still see some channels. You can see, like, the announcements. And I think you can see the general chat, maybe. You can see announcements, who's live, and one other thing. So, like, if people are, like, below 16 and still want to, like, know when we're going live and stuff, then they can. It's just like, are you 18 or older question? Exactly. Imagine just getting kicked if you were under. That'd be a little bit funny. We would have to kick them if they said in a chat somewhere that they were under the age of 16. Same thing like in Discord or in Twitch. Like if someone in Twitch says their age and it's under the age of 13, you have to ban them. And you have to ban and report them because you have to be 13 to use this app. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Actually, I get that. I don't think that'd be my community when I get back to streaming. I should do that for my community when I get back to streaming. Yeah. Like, it's good. Like, I actually, like, when we were talking about it, I was like, we should probably have the Discord be 13 and up because that's what it is on Twitch. And then everyone else was just like, I don't want to interact with children like that young, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm losing here. I don't know. I don't think I have too many people in my chat who are that young. Like, I know that there are people in my chat that are in high school, but there's definitely not people in my chat that are like middle schoolers. Um, or at least I hope so. Like the only thing PG about like what I do basically most of the time is that I don't swear, and it's just because I just don't swear in real life. But like my friends do, and they're on my streams like a pretty good amount of the time, and like I will play games that have swearing and blood and all that sort of stuff, and I'll talk about subjects that are like a little bit like I'm actually 10 years old, so together we they are 30. Does that count? Yeah, real. Oh my god. Okay, what does it say? Okay. Cast on 35 stitches with your choice of cast on. Simple, use a cable cast on, however, a basic knitted cast on is also suitable. Rows 1 to 5, knit all stitches to end of row. Hold on. Knit all stitches to end of row. Okay, so it wants me to do, it just wants me to do garter stitch. Why doesn't it just say that? Row 6 and all even rows through row 44. Knit 3, purl 29, knit 3. If you prefer using a chart, it is on page 4. Work row 4 to 7. Wait, 7 to 44 from the chart, then resume at roof with the written pattern. Oh my god, I have to keep track. Something just fell. Uh-oh. I got it. We're back. We're back. That's me! Okay, we got it. Just use a life counter on your phone to count the rows. Now I could do that, or I could just write on a piece of paper like I do. I have 2 notebooks that look like this that are full of little tick marks from every single knitting pattern I've ever done. Yup. Yeah, it says it has a chart, but for just the like the F word itself, not the rest of the pattern. which is fine, I guess. Your package was delivered. I can now close the post office tracking website. It was Tori. I got an email. Because of like when they get stuff for me, they send me an email and are like, your package is here. They almost didn't give me the package. Oh my god, Tori. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I went there, guys. Okay, I went there, and it is okay. So it's kind of a PO box, but it's not really. And so it is under my username, and then it has my real name attached to it. So basically, you guys, when you see it, it has my username. So you guys will see my username. And packages that come with that username written on it will go under that. But they have to see my real name so I can give my ID to them and they can see it, right? But it was a new person. It was a new person. It wasn't the same person as before. And so I went there and I was like, I have a delivery. Here is the barcode that you gave me with my email. And the person saw a screen, like scanned it, and it obviously came up with my legal name and not my username. And my username was like at the top, and then it had my legal name. And the person went into the back and found the package that says my username on it. And she was like, "Is this yours?" And I was like, "Well, that's my username. That should be attached to this account." And then she looked at my ID that has my legal name on it, obviously. And she was like, "These are not the same name." Yeah, I know. And I was like, do I have to explain to this person why I have this in the first place? Because like it's not a fun conversation to have with people who don't watch online content. Why? What a detective, right? And then like the person finally was like, "Well, I guess your addresses match. Like the address on my ID matches the address in the system. So I guess you're the same person." And I'm like, "I know for a fact my username is the one that's on there. What are you talking about?" Anyways, I got the package. But like it happened to my sister too. Like it happened to my sister too, where like my sister went in to like send stuff, and like she also has a PO box that has her username that is also attached to her real name. And it's because she sells and buys K-pop like cards and stuff like that, right? She doesn't want to use her real address to send these cards to strangers across the world. Why would you want to do that? And then the person at the post office was literally like, "No, these names don't match." And then this other person came and was like, "The username is right there, and then that's her name. And that's the name that's on the ID. Just give her the package." And the like I wasn't there, but I was just like, "Ooh boy." Rewriting on 4 brain cells, real. Like, see the thing is that like I get like having to be like, "Okay, yeah, that's my username. It should say on the system that that is my username." Like you literally like can sign up with that. Like when you sign up for this thing, you can literally put preferred name on the thing. And so I put my username there. But then I put like, your legal ID name underneath so they can look at your ID and verify it's you. That's fine. But like I know it's there, and I know it's showing you this, and I don't understand why. Why do you want this package? Why do you think I want this package? Like, the thing is that, like, having to explain to people who don't know, like, um, social media stuff and everything like that, like, why you would do that instead of just putting your legal name is so exhausting. Because let's imagine this conversation where I'm like, "Oh, it's my username." It's like, "Okay, why are you getting this package? What's in it?" And I'd be like, "I don't know what's in it. Someone who watches me live stream sent it to me, so I don't know. I don't know what's in it." And they'd be like, "Live stream? What does that mean? How do I explain this?" It's just like, "Oh, like I go live on an app named like called Twitch, and sometimes people who watch me will send me things." Not only does that sound extremely pretentious, but also like they're just gonna assume that it's like that it's porn. Right? Like, what else would you assume? You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, this person sits in front of people and knits. Like, that's not what you're gonna assume. Anyway, it sounds wholesome. Oh my god, it means that it's none of your business. Simply don't. It's not their business. They don't ask, to be fair. But it's like, there is a point where you just want to explain what's going on. I didn't think of that. The first time I told my real life boss that I streamed, that is, like, she didn't assume porn, but she did assume, like, that it was something, like, lewd in nature. And I had to be like, no, I literally sit at a computer and I talk to people. And that's it. That's all I do. It was a little bit funny. But seriously, your sister, K-pop, I need to know more. Oh, K-pop, like, little, like, pictures. So basically, she trades, like, the Polaroids that come with albums. And, like, albums in general. It says more about you than them if their first thought goes to porn. I'm gonna read out your message. I just don't want to allow the word porn into the chat, but it's fine. It's why I tell them I'm a YouTuber. You could, I can also say that, but then, like, I guess, like, I feel like that would probably be the better way of doing it. I'm interested on which group. Oh, she listens, so, like, I'm not really into K-pop, so, like, this is, like, osmosis, and it might be wrong. She listens to Stray Kids, I know that for sure. She listens to, oh shit, there was, like an indie one that she listens to, and I just don't remember the name. There's also one that she listens to that's like a quartet, and like 3 of them are opera singers. And they sing like covers of like Western songs. Yeah, those are the ones she listens to. Yeah, and she will like trade, so like she doesn't like the posters that come with some stuff. Like she doesn't like the idea of having like posters of like men on her wall, basically. And so she'll trade those to people. But yeah, it's mostly Polaroids. The Polaroids that come with stuff are the cards. Uh and yeah. Yeah. She's like really into it. Like she's part of a bunch of group chats of people who sell and like buy stuff. People who are like, hey, like here is like a link to like a subtitled like live stream that one of the like the K-pop stars did. So she watched those live streams and stuff like that. She's gone to concerts and everything like that. Gone to like little festivals that happen, everything like that. And that is so very cool for her. And it's so cool because what will happen is she will talk about K-pop stuff, and I will talk about the Dream SMP, and that is our exchange. It was a ribbon with eye decoration of Minecraft stickers and the Among Us. Yeah, yeah. Well, like I knew that there was the ribbons, but I didn't know the other things, obviously. And I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. Also came up Elder Emo to K-pop. Yo, yo. That is a very real pipeline, I feel. I don't know. I don't know what other groups. She's sometimes on stream. And if you're in the chat when she's here, I'll let her know that you're interested, and she'll probably talk about it because I just don't know. I really want to tell people I'm a live streamer, and I don't think they will get it. I'll ask them if they watch live news or in real-time news. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, they definitely don't think it's like cool or anything like that. They really don't get it. Like, I had to explain to my aunt like the entire concept of Twitch, basically. And that was interesting. That was fun. I don't know. I remember, oh my god. Okay, actually this is actually a really interesting thing that happened. Okay, so my dad works for my dad works as an office job, right? And he goes into meetings with people that are in the office job, right? Like think of the most stereotypical office job. That is what my dad does. Okay? My dad does office work. And so he was in a meeting. And my dad was trying, like, they work with like social media manager stuff and everything like that. My dad was trying to explain what Twitch was. Basically. Because they were talking about, marketing, because he works in an office. Allegedly. My dad's been working at the same company for longer than I've been alive. So, like, yeah. I guess allegedly. So anyways, so like they were talking about marketing and everything like that. And someone brought up like different like platforms that they can advertise on basically. And my dad knows that I stream on Twitch, and I guess he brought it up and he was talking about it and he was explaining what Twitch is. Which from a person who knows that I stream on it and has never been on it himself. And 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 basically it was just like, oh yeah, so people go on there and they live stream and they play video games. And the people were like, why would you want to watch someone else play a video game? And my dad, repeating something that I told him about 10 years ago when I started watching YouTubers, said, do you watch live sports? And the guy was like, yeah, I watch live sports. And my dad is like, it's exactly the same. Yo! It's a cover story. He's actually a VTuber in Twitch. That would be phenomenal. I would love that for him. But considering I watched him download OBS one time, I doubt it. My mom associates Twitch and YouTube with lazy 40-year-old men who play video games in their parents' basement and they don't support. Oh my god, really? Like, I think my parents definitely did at first, but like, not anymore. Like, they get it now because, like, I mean, like, if you have 3 kids that are all nerds that watch YouTubers and have been for a decade, you're going to get it eventually. You're going to understand what's going on at some point. But anyways, yeah, so my dad had this conversation with the people about, like, what Twitch was and everything like that. Oh, and they started talking about what I do, right? Because my, like, he was just like, oh, yeah, my kid, like streams on Twitch as well. And, like, and they were just like, oh, what do they do? And it's like, oh, they knit. And it's like, and then, like, the person was like, oh, do they teach people how to knit? They teach people how to knit? And he was like, no, just knits and talks to them. And people are like, people watch that? It's like, I love that for my dad. It's kind of funny, but hey, they are buying my new PC because I'm passionate about it. That's good. That's awesome. Yeah, like, definitely when I first started watching, like, YouTube and stuff like that, like, when both my brother and sister and I, like, watched YouTube and stuff when we were younger, that made sense. Like, because, like, obviously it wasn't a career at that point either. That's also the thing, is that when I started watching YouTube, no one had that as a career. Are we? I don't know, man. I honestly, if you were to tell me, like, you guys were all made up in my head, I'd believe you. Well, I am real. Yeah, like no one did that as a career. Like, when we started watching, like, it just wasn't a career. Like, you just didn't do it. Like, people started making that a career, like, when I graduated high school. That's when people were like, oh, this is a career. I make money out of this. This is, like, my full-time job now. And that's, like, and I've told my parents stories about, like, YouTubers that I've watched, like, streamers that I watch, and I'd be like, yeah, this person is, like, you know, doing this, and this, and they're, like, they have their own companies and all that sort of stuff. And that's why, like, that's why my parents are very, like, supportive of what I do. Because, like, I'm able to be like, oh, yeah, like, this is what I do, and everything like that. Yeah. I mean, I have a friend in, and I usually just call them entrepreneurs, and most people just leave it alone. Oh yeah, fair enough. Like, here's the thing. I'm not saying that as, like, a looking down on them or anything like that. Like, highly respect people who do that type of work, for sure. It's just funny that is, like, when you say live stream, most of the time that is kind of like what they think of first, especially if you're getting a gift from people. Like, it definitely used to happen a lot. Like, when I used to stream on this mobile app, and that mobile app, it was really weird. Like, the mobile app was, like, not great. Like, it was kind of weird. Like, it was a kind of a weird app, and you got some weird people on it. And so you did get people sending you gifts more often on that app. And so there was a point in time where I was getting, like, gifts from people on the app, and that was happening more often. I don't know. It's 2 a.m. working on the 2 monsters. I don't know where I am. Yoko, what? No, don't do that. If somebody reminded, though, I'd have concerns for you or mental health. Well, people just want to assume the worst sometimes. Yeah. Did not pass the vibe check. It was okay. Like, it was okay. Like, I feel like I quit doing that around the same time, like at the right time, because like I did it for a year, and then after about that is when it started becoming like really weird. Like, it definitely was like leaning more into being like a dating app than just a live streaming app. Welcome back, Wolfie. Sorry, I skipped the message. Hello, welcome back. It was good though. It was fine. And like, buy gifts, by the way. Like, what would basically happen is I had an Amazon wish list because people asked if I had one, and so I made one, and then I put a bunch of cosplay stuff on there. And so people would buy the cosplay stuff. So it wasn't like weird gifts. Like, literally, I think I got a red vest. I got a pink dress that was for a cosplay. These are all for cosplays. I got pink dress. I got like a underskirt thing to make it poofy, like one of those. There was like 2 or 3 wigs that I got for cosplay. There was a whole cosplay that I got that I didn't expect anyone to buy. It's like a Chuya cosplay. Petticoat, thank you. So people would get my Steam account, and would buy me Steam games. But mostly those were my friends that were buying those. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, that is what's nice about Amazon wishlist. Oh, it's so good. Like, I love it. Like I don't think I really have anything on there anymore. And I don't advertise that I have it. Kind of like I don't really advertise the fact that I have a PO box. Like, it's kind of like difficult to find. I'm gonna be real. Like, literally, like I remember one time someone in town was like, "Oh, I wish you had a PO box so I could send you some stickers." And I was like, "I do actually. Here are the steps to find it." It's like not easy. Like, it's not. But I don't regret going on that app at all, because that app is like the reason why I met like the 3 people that I started a company with. Like, if I hadn't gone on that app, there was no way I would have met them. So, the quest to the PO box. It's like, this is how you get to it. So you have to go to Instagram to get my link tree, right? Okay, so you go to Instagram to go to my link tree, and at the bottom of the list of the link tree, there's a button that says PO box. And when you click on it, it brings you to a Google document that just has the PO box written out that you can like copy paste. So like, you have to really be looking for it to find it. Found it pretty easily when I went to Center. But okay, there you go. But like not a lot of people are gonna go through that effort, you know? I don't advertise it, or when people advertise where the PO box is. Well, because we were on the subject. What I mean is, like, like, it's not like a button you can press. Like, for instance, you can put !Discord, and you can find my Discord, and people will do that because people know that if you go into a Twitch chat, generally people have !Discord or Instagram or Twitch, right? Or not Twitch, TikTok. And so you can do that in my chat. And so it's advertised, but like, PO box is not. I think I would be freaked out actually if no one told me that they were sending something, and then like I got an email being like, "There's something here," and I'd be like, "I did social security number and dog's name. Dang, doesn't work." I don't have a dog. I have 2 cats. Actually, is my cat still in there? Artemis. She is. She's still in my closet. Artemis. She's been sleeping in there all day. Cat tax? I can go grab her, but she is sleeping on all of my clothes. In the closet. Like, she is buried herself under clothes. I have 2 cats. One of my cats is called Artemis, but we call her Artemis. And Nynx is the other cat. Artemis is a black cat, and Nynx is a tortoiseshell cat, so it's very long hair. Yeah. Glitter in your clothes. No, she just likes being in there. In that case, leave her be. If she comes out and starts scratching at the door, I'll like tell you guys. I didn't realize she was still there. I'm gonna be honest. I can like see her eyes, and that's it. Artemis. Artemis. She is now aggressively licking herself, so that's fun. She's fine. Okay, row 6 and all even rows through row 44. Knit 3, purl 29, knit 3. Okay, I can do that. 1, 2, 3. I have a Dulet. Wait. Named Pancake and a black-brown striped tabby named Chickenuggy. That Chimbinuggy. That's amazing. I love that. The only reason why I even know that she's a tortoise-haired cat or whatever is because someone told me. Like, I wouldn't know. I'd just be like, I don't know, she has brown, blonde, and like almost orangey hair, and that's like kind of it. She's also stupid. Um, they both are. They're both extremely dumb. Like no survival instincts. Really stupid. Really, really stupid. Like I can put her on her belly and she will simply not do anything. Yeah, no brain cells. Absolutely like nothing. Nothing. Nothing's happening behind those eyes. Nothing. Dilatory is a gray, orange, and white. Oh! Ooh! Either color had blood washed out or diluted. Oh! Oh! That's kind of cool. Out of fever. Mine is Nimble, which is just a long-haired Russian blue, and I have zero idea they had a fancy name. Oh my god. Russian blues, aren't they like kind of like rare? Like aren't they like kind of hard to find, or like, or at least they're usually like the first kittens that get bought because they're very nice looking. I kind of want to grab the cat, honestly. Until next week. I don't know, mine was in engine block and is very dumb. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, we got ours from like kind of a pet shelter thing. So basically like there was no like breeding cats, but it's like if someone's cats have babies, they can bring those babies to the shelter and then the shelter will find them homes. And that's where we got our cats. We were going to get Artemis and her brother. But then my sister was the one who picked them out. So my sister went up to Artemis and Artemis like freaked out and was like, and she was like, "Yep, that one." And then Nynx was hiding in a corner and would not let her touch her and was like, "That one." You know, it just be like that sometimes. Pancake is my little Pancake is my little angel, and the reason she's named Pancake is because she doesn't loaf, she just flops into a flat circle. That's beautiful. Trash cat, yeah. We had a cat named Kit Kat, that we found in our garage. Like we used to live on a farm, and the cat that lived under our house had a litter of kittens, and she left Kit Kat in the garage because we think she was either born with 3 legs or a raccoon bit off one of the legs. And so we found her in the garage and she had 3 legs and she was like very sick and very small and everything like that. And so we like, you know, helped her out or everything like that. And she lived a pretty long life. I think we had her for like maybe like 9-10 years. Yeah. And yeah, she was feisty. She was a feisty one. She wanted to fight you 24/7. Um, yup. I want the cat. I want to grab her. I think I'm gonna grab her after I finish this row. I will show you the cat and I'll show you how stupid she is. She's just not that smart. Gotta finish this row. Pancake was surrendered on my birthday. Suspected abuse because her tail is broken. Oh, and healed into lucky number 7. I got her 3 days after Christmas. She was the only one in the shelter for 7 days. Oh, that's lovely. I'm glad you got to give her like a lovely home. And yeah, Pancake is a marvelous name. Okay, I'll go grab the cat. She knows I'm coming. I can feel it. All right. Artemis, they would like to see you. Hi, baby. String would like to see you. I know. I know, you're so comfy. Come here. Oh. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. So as you can see, she has no brain cells. She's purring right now, and she's purring because I'm giving her attention. She's purring very loudly. You can't hear it, but she is. Hi, Artemis. Black cats are my fave. I have a dapper boy black cat tattoo. She's just so dumb. Look at this. Baby. Baby. Now. See, this is what cats don't usually let you do. But she's a baby. Right, baby. And she just... she's been nicknamed the Flop Cat because she just... This is her belly. And she's just... Like, if I... This is her belly. Yeah. Hi. Good morning. Can't hear over Brandon Yuri. Yeah. Dumber the better. Yep. She's just... Yeah. I don't know. She's just... not very intelligent. Hi, baby. My favorite is that you can't see her because my coat is like you can only see it on like the suckier camera. Hi, baby. What? Look at her eyes. No thoughts, head empty. Hi. What do you want? I know. I want headbutts. Look at this. Artemis. 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 Hi, Zar. How are you doing? Beautiful? Yep. She's just so very special. Baby. Baby. Would you like to be on the bed or in the back in the back in the closet? Anyways. So that's the cat. She's going back in the closet. You can go back in here. Good girl. Good girl. I don't know if she's gonna stay in there. I think I disturbed her too much and she might leave now, but... Yeah, she's leaving. Do you want to go? Okay, I think she wants to leave. I think she figured out that there might be food downstairs. Yeah. Yeah? Meow. Yeah, okay. You can leave. Artemis. Almost 2:30 a.m. I go sleeps? Okay. Have a good sleep, Czar. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, she's shirt has eyes. Yup. She's she's special. I would go get Nynx, but Nynx is like glued to my sister Nox. Like does not leave her side ever. To the point where if like Nox like leaves for a few days or something like that, like she flips out. She's just like the world is dying because Nox is not in the vicinity. Like yeah. Sometimes Nynx will come in here, but not while I'm streaming. I don't think I've really ever shown Nynx on stream. I don't know. I don't even know where she is right now. Like, she's wherever my sister is, but I don't know where my sister is. Who knows? Guys, I don't actually even think I'm going to get to the F word. I have never seen her? Okay, maybe I haven't then. She's she's a special one. I think I skipped a row or something. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that was 9. Okay, you'll get there. I will get there eventually. Because I think the chart starts at... Hold on. If you appear using a chart, work rows from the chart. Yeah, so the... Wait, hold on. The chart starts at row 17. And we're on row 9. So we're getting there. We're getting there. It's gonna be a lot smaller washcloth, but it will be funny. It'll be a little bit funny. I sent a picture to a group chat I'm a part of this keyboard where the num numbers, like the numlock numbers, were a rotary phone. And I sent it in there and I was like, hey guys, if you're gonna build me a keyboard, it needs to look like this. Otherwise I don't want it. And obviously that's a joke, right? And one of my friends was like, I could do that. I could do that. And I was like, it doesn't even have to work. And he's like, but it'd be funny if it does. Not a joke for me. I'll show you guys the picture. It's actually like, it's actually really good. Uh-oh, has my boss texted me? Okay, my boss has not texted me, which is good. But also, one of my... Wait, hold on. Okay. We are fine. Okay, I'll show you guys a picture. Sorry, my friend texted me saying that they weren't able to do something, and so I wanted to make sure it wasn't something on my end. But we're good. Here's the keyboard. So it has like a rotary number on like this end. That's funny. I love the loud keyboard so much. Okay, the keyboard that I have is technically a mechanical keyboard, but all the keys are flat. but it is. You see that? That was a piece of fluff. Do you see that? That's why I had to effing itch my nose every 2 seconds, because that's everywhere. It's a flat keyboard, but it is a gaming keyboard. Like, it changes color, it's made by Razer, all this sort of stuff. It does all the gaming keyboard things, but the keys are flat. And I had to get that because I simply cannot type on a mechanical keyboard. The keys need to be flat. They cannot be, like, pressed, like, they can't, like, press down. Like, I just can't type on them. So my friends are like, oh, but we want to make you a nice keyboard. Right? Like, they're just like, oh, you got a Razer keyboard. It's not a nice keyboard. It's a gaming keyboard. They want to make me a nice keyboard. And, but I told them that's the thing. And they're like, okay, how can we do this? And they've been like puzzle solving it. I see those fancy library keys people get, and I'm so into it. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. So, like, the two people who I'm talking about, so it's, Liam and Cakebird. Like, they both made their own keyboards, like, to the point where, like, Liam even, like, soldered his keys. Like, he actually, like, put them together. And they do sound very nice. I gotta admit, they do sound very nice. But oh boy. Oh boy. They're very into that. It's quite funny. Yeah, like, there's different, like the plastic bit that goes underneath the keyboard. Like, there's different ones you can get that make different sounds. And not like, oh, one will make, like, a beeping sound or whatever. They make different click sounds. Dude, I love those custom keycaps. I want some, but I'm afraid I'll forget what key it is, and if I do... Oh, yeah. Like... Cakebird has actually done, like, the worst thing ever, which is, they have all the keycaps that are, like, labeled. Like, so they're labeled. They're labeled keycaps, but have put them in the wrong places. Like, on purpose. Just hello, I am streaming.
Din.
Oh, dinner. I'll be there in a second. My brain is too full of other crafts than building keyboards, or else I can find, like, it would be calling. No, why? I'm so proud of Cake for that. Well, speak of the devil. It's Liam. Liam's in chat. Liam, we were talking about the keyboard that I sent into the chat and was like, I want this. Like, it would be funny to have like the rotary numbers as, like, the num. Oh yeah, that one that sounds like it's such a pain to make work. But it would be funny. It would be funny. If you had that, though, legally, your mic has to be a telephone. Like, legally, right? Like, that would be really funny. You get one that's a USB telephone, which exists, and you, like, attach it, and then you have that, and then you have the keyboard. Oh my god. It would be so funny. Oh my god. Liam, you know, it'd be really funny? Okay, my dad has an IBM keyboard. I want a telephone mic so bad. You can just get them. Like, they're actually really cheap. They just sell them. Like, I think I saw one, like, at the dollar store. This would make things harder, but it would be funny. A what? So IBM is a company. They used to sell computers, they now sell servers. But when they were making keyboards and computers, they were considered, like, the best keyboard. You're doing it for the bit? Of course, I do everything for the bit. That is not a bit, but everything else is. I do everything for the bit. I only ever see people making the telephone mics. I've never seen them being sold. Oh, like, I've seen that at the dollar store. I require information and links. So, like, so you can just get something that looks like a telephone, and the cord goes into a USB, which means you can just plug it directly into your computer. There's no other setup. And they're relatively cheap because no one wants that. And yeah, you can just get them. If you want to get a telephone and attach it to your computer, it's a little bit harder because the cord that goes into a telephone is usually in the actual telephone box, right? And so you have to unplug it, you have to, that stuff. But you can just get a USB telephone. They sell them at the dollar store, and if they don't sell them at the dollar store, they sell them at Walmart. They just exist. Wait, if there's connections that would make this a lot easier. Uh-oh. I'm Amazon searching this. The F1 one's so bad. They're so good. Like, I want one too. And it would be pretty funny for like a funny mic bit. But like, I literally, how many USB things do I have? So I have 4 on the computer itself, but one of them doesn't work. But one of them has in the connector is a connect thing that is like a USB hub. So I now have 4 more USB hubs, and every single one of them is full. And there's even like 2 USB things in the back. Like my camera, both my cameras are USBs that are in the back of my computer. Yeah. There's just so many, man. And my computer is old enough that they're all they're all USB-A, so none of them are USB-C. So if I ever want to get a camera that's better than this, that's not like a camcorder camera, I will have to have a port that's a USB-C. Or I just get a camcorder camera and then actually have a setup. And then this is obviously a USB mic. It's like, this is a Yeti mic. It's a very common one. I didn't even buy it. My friend gave it to me. So the reason I want one is because I have voice dysphoria and I sound more mask over the phone. Oh. I mean, it would sound pretty good. Like, it sounds pretty cool. It sounds very lo-fi because that's what it is. It is lo-fi. So like, they're not that expensive. They're way cheaper than these mics for sure. Like, I can't imagine them being more than $20. And you can just get them. I just haven't, although I should. So my sister says dinner is ready, so I'm gonna go get dinner, and I'm probably gonna also get myself a drink, so I'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. I'm gonna take a little break. I found one for $12, and it's an Ox. Yo, that's good too. Ox is good. Ox is good. All right, I will be back. Hold on. Let me give you guys like a good song to listen to. Here. Be right back. Now why would it play Halo 2? Guys, I got dinner. You guys want some? I ate, like, most of it already. It has pulled pork, coleslaw. It's, like, very purple. And bread. Here, you guys can have some if you guys want some. Oh, dude, that's so good. Oh, I didn't get to say goodbye to Simtastic. If they're still here, goodbye. Have a good night. Sorry, I know there was, like, screeching on the plate. I'm gonna eat the not bread part, and then I will continue. I got something on my face and I didn't. It's a little bit funny. Okay, eating the meat part. What the actual F? So you know how, like, on your, like, computer, you can hover over, like, the weather part at the bottom? And it will give you, like, the weather. Sometimes stocks. Sometimes news articles, whatever. It gave me a news article that says, alien invasion. Is the government secretly communicating with aliens? Probably. Yeah, but that's not... What kind of article? Like, what the F is that talking about? Do I click on this? I think I do, right? Yeah, but let's, like... Oh, it's bringing me to MSN, so that's great. That's cool. This is actually the most sketch website ever. What the F? Okay, yeah, but, like, it's not like a Google thing. Like, it's not like I went to Google and then it just had, like, a bunch of, like, articles or whatever. This is, like, sponsored stuff. So usually it's, like, world news is on there. Not whatever the F that is. Yeah, like, it's not, like, I know sometimes if you go to the Google homepage, it will give you a bunch of articles, right? That's just, like, based on, like, what you look up, what you click on, whatever, right? It's an algorithm thing, so it just searches the internet for articles. This is, like, what your computer thinks is, like, important information for you. And usually it's, like, world news stuff. So it's like, oh, like, the elections are happening. There was, like, a car crash in, like, a town near you or something like that. Like, that kind of stuff. It's not, like, stuff like that. It's kind of sus, bro. Like, one other time it did have something that was, like, really weird on there. It was, like... So the bottom thing usually says the weather, but sometimes it tells me stocks things. But one time it said in 2 days. Don't know what that means. And so I was like, what the F? Why does it tell me in 2 days? And so I hover over it, and the first article that pops up is meteorite, immediate to crash into Earth or something like that. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I don't know. Like, clearly a meteorite didn't strike because that was a while ago, but I don't know. Okay, I'm almost finished my dinner, and then we'll continue knitting. The bread is the best part, man. Okay. Knitting. Knitting. I keep remembering that I have work tomorrow. And I have not been getting up early. And I've been trying to, like, usually I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule so that, like, I was, like, naturally waking up at 6, but then going back to sleep or whatever. And I just haven't. And I am nervous for tomorrow, because hopefully I don't sleep through my alarm, because that would suck. Because I need to be at work tomorrow. But probably not. If I'm so glad I work nights. I don't work super early. I start work at 8. But, like, I like taking my time in the morning, so I wake up quite early. So I try to be out of bed at, like, 6:30. So, yeah. But, like, same? Yeah. Tumbleweeds. I don't know. Like, it usually doesn't worry me, but because, like, I have been going to bed quite late and waking up at, like, 9 for, like, the past, like, 2 weeks, I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried. And not, like, usually when that happens, I, like, wake up and see my alarm and then I turn it off and then I go back to sleep, right? Whereas I've actually been waking up at that time. So, I don't know. I do not know. Hopefully you'll be okay. He'll probably be fine. He'll probably be fine. I also don't know what we're doing tomorrow. What is the weather tomorrow? I'm assuming it's just raining. Like, that would make sense, because it's been raining for the past few days. I love how my weather app gives me, a little animation now, which is kind of fun. Oh, yeah, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain all week. Gonna rain. It's his job he falls apart. He doesn't anything, and it's a story of the kid. I just wanted to make a record of the cross it, but nobody ever cared about it. Yeah, it's gonna rain tomorrow. It's gonna rain all week. That's so cool. I love it when it rains, which means we're just gonna be washing. It's already getting warm enough that we could probably start waxing, and that kind of freaks me out. Like, I don't want to already be starting to wax. But, whatever. Yeah. Got it all for citizens and then upon a wall. It's the little story of a night that couldn't quit. Being in love with such a giant piece of... Okay. Alright. We're almost there. This is the last row before, like, the chart starts, apparently. Oh, that's weird, actually. I just thought about it. Like, the chart starts on a pearl row. That's a little bit weird. A response, I work from 11:30 p.m. I walk 2 miles to work every day and 2 miles home. So I leave at 4 p.m. to get there by 5:30. And I usually don't get home till almost 1 a.m. Wow. Oh, 6 p.m. Yes, yes, yeah. Yeah, so you mean, like, when you said night, you meant, like, night. Yeah, like, my job, like, I work outside. So we have to work when the sun is up, basically. So, I start at 8 and I end at 4. Usually it's 8 hours of work. But we kind of, we shortened it because of, like, when the sun was setting, basically. I think probably when I go back to work tomorrow, we're probably going to be working until 4:30 because the sun won't be stupid. Yeah, work at a laundromat gas station. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's fun. Yeah, I wax and clean yachts. So I sometimes tell a streamer what a lint trap treasure I find. Wait, okay, so like, so in the lint trap, what would you find there? Like, I would assume that you would sometimes find like socks or something in there, maybe, depending on how it would get in there. I found Pokemon cards, Lego prices, money, small toys. Oh, Lego pieces. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Sometimes if we're clearing out a boat, so like people who own yachts, they don't usually live here. They usually live somewhere else. And so when they're selling their yacht, they're not going to come here to clean out their yacht, so they pay us to do it. So we clean out the yacht. And then anything they leave on the boat, they're like, "Oh, you can just like give it away." Usually. Sometimes we sell it, but like we can give it away. So, I've gotten a lot of really nice clothing from boats. Like, you see this white blanket? That white blanket's from a boat. It's for a king-size bed. And it's the softest material known to man. It is so very nice. Never clothes, but like zipper pulls, hems, and shirt bottle tabs and stuff. Oh yeah. So stuff that's like in people's pockets. Cool, I have a Afghan king-size blanket that I love. Oh, that's beautiful. I have like underneath this, like there's a blanket that my parents got from Mexico underneath it. And we have like a few different colors of the same blanket. But it's under the white one. I am getting tired. So I would stream for longer, but I am a little bit nervous about staying up a little like too late and not going to work. So I am going to find someone to raid. And so according to my new schedule, I am not going to be live until next Thursday. Thursday I'll be live 7 o'clock my time, so 7 PST. And I'll be playing Steins Gate Zero, which is it's a visual novel. It might be hard to get into because we've already played the first game, but I'll try my best. If you really want to watch me play Steins Gate Zero, like, all good, like, let me know and I will like explain what's happening and everything like that. And My new schedule, I'll be streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's what it'll be. Thursday will be about 2 hours, probably. Maybe a little bit more. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know what we'll be streaming. Probably Minecraft. Maybe some more editing. We'll see. I'll see you guys on Thursday. If I do stream during the week, it'll probably be with the PNG tuber thing. And it'll most likely be drawing. But I don't know if that'll actually happen. I have a jar I call my crow jar that holds all my treasures, and it says, and it stays on Loki's altar. That's wonderful. I love that. A good night, dude. Sleep well. Yeah, you too. We're gonna raid Pigeon Home because I never get the chance really to, because usually they stream before me. So we're going to raid them. Yeah, he does art stuff. He is pretty cool. The art thing he's doing right now is very cute, actually. I quite like it. Anyways. Good night. I hope the raid works. I didn't last time for me. It keeps breaking. Oh, weird. Oh, that sucks. If it doesn't work, I highly suggest just, whatever name you see, looking it up and, like, going to the place anyway. But it's mobile. I understand. I will, write the name in chat. Here, you can have the name. So it's Pigeon Home, with an O, and, like, it's a 0 in home. So there you go. So you can copy and paste that, and everyone else can join the raid. Pigeon Home. I'll see you guys over there. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Okay.